Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy.
And I'm Lucas.
And welcome back to Patched. And today we're going to be reviewing the Skypad 2.0 XL, right? So we've already reviewed this, but we had the smaller version and it was a little too small for our comfort. And they just released the XL version. So the smaller version was around 75 bucks. The XL is going for 90 bucks. We know it's pretty expensive, but what you're getting with this Skypad is just incredible, right? Obviously made of glass. It's tempered glass, and we have two colors here. You know, Lucas took the white one, I got the black one, and it looks awesome, and it just plays even better, right? So if you're looking for a very quick and super smooth experience, then this is the mouse pad to get.
Yeah, and I feel like durability is the name of the game here. With a very expensive mouse pad, you want something that's going to be durable. It's not going to lose its shape. It's not going to lose its coating that's on there in 2 weeks. Things like that you're really looking for in a mouse pad. Of course, one that's $90, yes. Okay? Now, while the price point is a bit high, I understand the cost of manufacturing something like this is also pretty darn high as well. So let's see what you get for 90 bucks.
So yeah, I use my Viper Ultimate and it's just extremely fast. You guys see that? You guys see how fast it is and super smooth? One thing to note though is that if you want control, then obviously you want to stay away from this. You know, if you want like very slow, controlled experience, then this is not the mouse pad to get. If you want something very smooth and very fast, then this is the best option.
This guy is for speed freaking demons. Oh my goodness. So I was playing a lot of Call of Duty Cold War with this, just regular multiplayer, and the mouse pad is phenomenal. It's great. And as I worked it in, it even got better. One thing is it collects dust, so you do have to wipe it off just with your hand, and it really helps give it a lot less scratchiness and things like that. Which honestly you don't notice, but hearing the scratchiness is jarring. A bit jarring on its own. Now, playing games with this guy, it's good, it's fast. I could use things like SMGs for close quarters combat where I'm making movements where I can really kind of afford to make a little bit of mistakes here and there with my aim. But for long range, like if I'm using an assault rifle, like I was going for diamond assault rifles in that game, there was no way I could continue using glass pad. I just could not aim accurately with this guy. I don't know why it was, but when I switched back to my other mouse pad, it felt normal again. So that's something to look out for. If you're a speed demon and you're used to something like this, this will be a very easy transition for you. But for me, I'm used to like a slower kind of cloth mouse pad, more controlled, and this guy was a little bit too fast for me.
Yes, I agree. I agree with what Lucas is saying. One thing that's annoying though is that you gotta clean it off with your hand, especially if you live in a dusty room. Like my room gets super dusty for some reason, so I have to constantly wipe the mouse pad. It's not a huge deal, like Lucas said. You're not gonna feel like, you know, like a little bit of hair or a little bit of dust. It's not gonna like make it slower or anything. But it's just like, for me, it's kind of annoying because I don't like having dust on my mouse pad, you know, so I have to constantly wipe it like this. And with a cloth mouse pad, you don't really have to worry about that all too much, you know. One thing that I noticed about this mouse pad is that it's super cold. You know what I'm saying? So like it'd be super cold in my room. I play, and my hand and my arm would go on the mouse pad. I'm like, ooh, that's freaking cold. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, obviously that's not gonna affect performance or like how you play, but it's just something that I noticed. And I don't like being cold, so that's something that I didn't like about the mouse pad, but obviously that doesn't really matter. So,
but it also warms up along with your body temperature. So like it gets a little bit warmer, and then it feels nice when you put your wrist back on it.
Exactly.
After you're playing with your phone between games, whatever. I mean, it's a good mouse pad all in all. I really don't have any issues with it. The texture on there, while there is like a slight texturing, you don't feel it really on your mouse at all. It just feels like very smooth and very fast. So that's something I can't stress enough, is just how fast this guy is.
Dude, that's so crazy. If you look at it, it's grainy and there's a hole, it's porous. You know, glass is porous, and that's crazy to think that it's still super fast with this. Also, this is the XL, and the XL is the perfect shape. I don't need it any bigger, I don't need it any smaller. This is perfect for me. I feel like the other one, just the regular size, was a little too small.
Yeah, so as far as another thing to talk about on this guy is that the colors that are available are just the black and white. So if you're looking for the other colors like the red or the blue or the green, those are only available on the regular 2.0 at the moment. Hopefully they'll release the other colors for these guys. I'm assuming if they get popular enough, they will. Now, I feel like we've really gone over everything there is to go over on this guy. The main thing here is just durability. It's a very, very durable pad, very sturdy, sticks on your desk. Of course, we still got the rubber feet on there, things like that. As far as whether or not I would pay $90 for something like this, it would take a lot of convincing. It would definitely take a lot of convincing to get me to part with $90, but that's the cost of durability, I would say. So this is something that's gonna last you a very long time. You don't really need to clean it. I mean, you just wipe it off with your hand, or if you spill something on there, it's another thing. It's not entirely ruined if you spill something on there. You just sort of Windex wipe it off.
Exactly, yeah, and I've run through some mouse pads as well. Like my Thor mouse pad, that was a super nice mouse pad, but the durability wasn't very good. So after like 6 months, you can see like the middle of the mouse pad, and like the cloth was starting to like fall apart there. You definitely felt that it was a lot slower in the middle area versus like when it was new, like more in the corners and the sides. That mouse pad is like what, 15, 20 bucks? If you factor in the price of that with this, I mean, this will definitely last a couple. It's glass. You're putting PTFE on here, and that's not gonna really wear down the mouse pad all too much. And like Lucas said, it gets better over time.
Yeah,
so.
it really does. And I don't feel like with a lot of mouse pads that are cloth especially, even ones with coatings, you get these slow spots on them from where you just tend to use it most. And then you get spots where like your wrist is, it's a little bit slower. So you sort of have to like rotate the mouse pad and kind of use it at different angles to get to like sort of mitigate that slow spot that you get. Never once have I had to deal with that on this guy. And I have used the ever-loving crap out of it since we received them, I mean, what, like 2-3 weeks ago? I've been using this guy almost exclusively since then, outside of switching back and forth for Call of Duty here and there.
So anyways, this is a great mouse pad, great durability, waterproof, and super fast and very smooth. So if you like any of those features, we definitely recommend that you check them out. Again, links are below if you guys do want to get it. But that about concludes our review of the Skypad 2.0 XL. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.